I'm Gail Eichenthal, and we're so thrilled to have William Goldstein, composer, instant composer, pianist, musician extraordinaire, at the studios of KUSC. Welcome. There are many more music schools in the country than there were when you attended the Manhattan School and when I attended UCLA. There are hundreds of them. Even USC Thornton School of Music, where I sit on the board, cannot pretend that every single graduate of that superb, in essence, conservatory will have a job in the LA Philharmonic or the Boston Symphony or the Tallahassee Chamber Orchestra or, regional bands. It's very, very competitive world. And so I guess I'm wondering what you like to tell young people as you travel and do your master classes about what it takes to be an artist, what it takes to kind of make a difference and stand out.
Well, you've really gotten to the essence of one of the most difficult issues in contemporary life. In the field of music, of course, the technological revolution has put technology in the hands of so many people, so many more people than used to be interested when I was starting out. I think if you have a talent, there's the politically correct version of, there are so many people who have talent but they don't have the opportunity. I really like to think that the talent is the combination of ability, drive, a desire to really share and move and have a strong desire to express yourself that just keeps you from doing anything else. And also seeking truth, trying to make a difference in the world, which we, artists supposedly do, and I think most of us seriously do. Most of my colleagues, we try to do the right thing. We try to be a positive force in society. In terms of earning a living at it, I think you have to really be as resourceful as you can and really try it when you're young. I mean, that's the time to really try it. And I think having a backup plan is always a good idea, but after a certain point, if it's not happening, there are many other ways that you can put the gifts that you do have to very positive use in society and inspiring other people and sharing your talents. I'm sure there's a certain amount of luck involved in the life process. But I think when you're young, I always tell people, if you really feel it, you really should do it. Now, occasionally I do meet people, and I don't really think that they have a shot. But, there are people who, nobody thought had a shot, and then they have a shot. That may be more common in the film and pop music industry, but in the world of classical music, I know really many really talented people, like the cellist I recorded with, Maxim Velechkin, who's just brilliant. He's not a smooth self-promoter necessarily, but he's brilliant. And I'm hoping the album I did with him is going to help both of us to get a little further along the way. So there are no easy answers. If you want to be a lawyer, you go to law school and you clerk, and if you're going to be a doctor, you're a resident, and you do this and that, and boom, you're a doctor. It's as an artist, everybody has to find their own way.
Is it necessary to overcome fear as an artist? Because it seems to me that very often what moves us in a concert, and I'm sure in your live performances too, is the sense of a real human being on stage that we relate to, that ancient quality in drama they talk about, feeling pity and terror, that theater provides. That sense of connection to another real human being. And for that, the artist, the musician, the dancer has to be real. But isn't that scary, to be real and reveal yourself that way?
I always think when I'm sitting at the piano, I'm like sitting there stark naked, because what comes out of me is unashamedly my inner thoughts, desires, and but it's a natural thing, and I think audiences respond to it. In the early '80s, I did a movie score for a film called A Talent for Murder. It starred Angela Lansbury and Sir Laurence Olivier. It was a redo score. They threw out the score. They needed something fast and cheap. I looked at the movie. I said, hey, I could do a solo piano score. And I did the score in 7 hours. And if the producers had their way, it would have been in 2 hours, because they were buying every first take. I'd say, no, let's do it again. So Keyboard Magazine did an article about this. And then shortly after that, I was asked to become an artist in residence at a festival up in an electronic arts festival in Eugene, Oregon. And at the festival, they asked me if I would do this in concert. They had a student film that was 20 minutes long. Would I create a score in concert? And they said, we'll send you the picture. And I said, I'll tell you what, I will do it, but don't send me the picture. Let's let the audience know that I'm seeing it for the first time, as are they seeing it for the first time. And I'll start playing with the first frame of picture, and 20 minutes later I'll finish, just run time code along so I know where I am.
Were you looking at a TV screen?
Yeah, I was looking at a TV screen. They had a screen in front of the piano, and then they had a big screen for the audience. So this is on YouTube. It's a 20-minute film score in 20 minutes. And it was the first time I had done this in public. I didn't think anything about it. It was not hard for me. And people went wild. I mean, if you look at the YouTube video, you'll see that the announcer's saying, well, it was amazing. And he just sat down and he, so I don't know. I mean, I love sharing. I really love sharing, and I love it when I'm in a position to inspire, which is one of the reasons I do enjoy doing the master classes and talking to audiences while I'm doing live performances. Anybody have any questions? Yeah. At a number of years ago, I was invited to do a recital at the Weizmann Institute in Israel. It's one of the scientific centers. It was the most intelligent audience I ever performed for, mostly double or triple PhDs. And halfway through my improvisational concert, they said, Mr. Goldstein, you have to stop. You have to tell us, how are you doing what you're doing? And I told them what I told you earlier. It's analogous to human speech, et cetera, et cetera. And then I went on. But it's really exciting for me to be able to provide people who've experienced almost everything with a new experience. Because not too many people have been around when, somebody's creating something in their face. And I love working with dancers. I create ballets in real time, which is particularly exciting for both me and the dancer.
So it's a form of kind of releasing creativity, not just in yourself, but in your collaborators.
Yes, it's mutually inspiring. I regard whether I'm creating a composition with another composer, performer, or a dancer as a simultaneous conversation. Now, if two people are talking over each other, that's rude. But when two people are creating together, it's like making love. Everybody's responding to everybody else. I respond to the moves that I see of the dancer responds to me. It's remarkable.
Pretty cool. Thank you. Bill Goldstein, thank you for stopping by the KUSC studios.
Gail, anytime you want me back, I'm yours.